Hey folks, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to cover the much awaited questions that we had received from all of you through our Instagram, Facebook and other social media platforms. So let's jump in. Another question that we have received from you folks are regarding the post-graduation open work permit extension. As we know, there was a lot of hype for a new post-graduation open work permit extension policy. This policy was present for the past 3 years, so this was rather reinforced by the rumor mill also that the respected Immigration Department of Canada would introduce another extension. But apparently the respected Immigration Minister mentioned that there are not going to be any other work permit extensions coming up. What does this mean for the international students, and how can they look into alternatives to make sure their status in Canada is still there?
So this is something which happened during the last year TR to PR rumors also. One time TR to PR came, many individuals believed and they started to work in NOC C and D category so that they were in belief that essential care draw will come back. It was told at that point also that TR to PR is not the same what was there before. The same thing happened this year. Many international students jump into a conclusion and just hoping to get the 18 months of work permit, which unfortunately many international students believe that it is true. There was a lot of petition going on, but again, this time at least the immigration minister came in front. He declared that there is no such 18 months of extension now in 2024. Like I always tell to every CAN client that please do not focus on a work permit extension. Try to get your PR. Even if you study 1 year in Canada or you do a 2-year study in Canada, it doesn't matter how much you study. It's more depending upon which immigration pathway will get you the PR in soonest, fastest and most economical way, rather than running behind a 2-year, running behind the province, paying your money like hard-working money behind an employer or immigration firm. Try to know that which pathway can get you PR in the most fastest way and work on that. So to all the individuals whose work permit are about to expire next year, you should look into the possibilities of getting your PR, but again always look for a genuine process rather than going to an immigration firm, paying a very hefty amount of $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for the LMI. I would really recommend and request every international student and their parents to reach an immigration firm or a licensed immigration consultant or lawyer to get a proper advice on the PR pathways.
And yes, we heard a lot of questions from students from particular provinces, in this instance Ontario and British Columbia. The increasing anxiety amongst international students has reached an all-time high. And all the students, especially from the province of Ontario and British Columbia, are having only one question, that is, should I move? What are the probability of getting a PR in? So these are again one of the best provinces in Canada. So again, what are the possibilities while staying in these provinces one can get their PR?
Ontario and BC is one of the most economically stable and provinces which has a lot of job prospects. However, nowadays we can see people are creating rumors that moving the province is the only option, because once again, keep in mind, in immigration, if you are unstable and you are not properly guided, if you move the province, you ought to depend upon a third-party employer to pay a high amount, work on a minimum wage. That is the strategy what most of the immigration firm, or even I could say the employers, are using to exploit the hardworking international students who are trying to maintain status in Canada. I would only recommend to move the province if an individual have a stable job which is paying them a decent amount to live and pay off their living expenses. Additionally, can secure the immigration process. Other than these 3 things, if it is not fulfilled, it is not recommended to move the province just based upon some rumors or some YouTube videos or even a TikTok kind of thing, where you might see that moving the province is a good idea. But trust me, it all depends upon case to case, and it needs to be concluded by one thing, that which province, which process, do you have an employer, and what is the eligibility to get a PNP in the specific province and the process. You need to evaluate that first.
Another question that we had received from one of a concerned parent in India was regarding their son's future. So Vishnu, with
everything going around in immigration, the recent GIC update, the recent changes to the whole immigration, what do you suggest? Is it still a good option to come to Canada for the studies?
It's a really nice question. It's always a good idea to go to abroad for study after you complete your study in India. But it always need to keep in mind that after which level you are going in abroad for the study, because mostly if we see the trend now, earlier most of the students go for study abroad after doing the degree for getting for behind a better studies and the career. But right now the shift is changed towards the high school student who just completed past their high school, and now they are pushing towards abroad when even they cannot able to take care of themselves. To every parents, I always recommend one thing. It's not about how fast you are pushing your children away from you so that they can get settled. It's more important that are they ready to take that responsibility. As a parent, if you really wanted to send your kid to abroad, kindly look into their mindset, their interest in study before you spend a lot of money and hope behind them, and if they can able to fulfill that. I really dedicate this video for those parents who are ambitious about their kids' life.
I hope you found the answers helpful and wishing you all the best for your Canadian immigration journey. Good day.